So I'm sitting here by the pool as my daughter is swimming, and I was contemplating success and failure. And I just remembered a conversation I had with few people some time back. And they were saying, I would never go here because I could fail, but I would go here because I know I can succeed. And really got me thinking, is success and failure in opposite directions? Or is it actually in the same direction, where success is just behind the failure? Think about it. For those who say that I've succeeded but not really failed, I would say that's like reaching a checkpoint in a race and saying, I finished the race. No, you've not. You've just reached a checkpoint. You're destined for much bigger things. Finish the race. But the success there is so much greater. We often say that there is always a learning, in every failure. And that's so true. But the learning that you get from a failure is so much more valuable than what you would get from a success. I mean, do you remember being successful in a certain aspect and then actually getting a learning from it? I mean, I speak to so many people where they're struggling with problems, and then as we start exploring, we find that they had already been successful in similar things before, and that if they would just apply the same thing to the current problem, they would be fine. But it never stuck. While the learnings from a failure stick. Every time you learn from a failure, you're going to remember it. And the next time you try and attempt something, you're going to be aware of that and implement it. But I think the biggest factor is getting over the fear of failing. Yes, because imagine the kind of stuff you would attempt if you had no fear of failure. I have up on my whiteboard saying that fail often, fail fast, fail magnificently. Because I know that once I get past the fear of failure, once I get comfortable with failing, the kind of stuff that I'm going to attempt, the kind of stuff that I'm going to do is going to be incredible. It's going to be amazing. I think that's the biggest reason to get over that fear of failure. I mean, frankly, everybody fails. I don't think anyone likes it. But those who are successful are the ones who go past the failure, because the success there is so much bigger. So I would say fail your way to success, because the success you enjoy behind the failure is going to be much more incredible than without it.